Okay, so welcome to the 10-minute guided breath awareness practice. This practice boosts and develops two superpowers, calm and focus, focus and calm. You can do the practice with eyes closed like me, or if you prefer, you can just kind of half close your eyes, just looking down at the floor between your feet. Okay, and all you have to do is listen. So we can just begin by noticing any sounds that might be popping up. What's the furthest sound you can hear? What's the closest sound you can perceive right now? What's the most intimate sound you're aware of? And then we can just drop our attention down into the body and just noticing how the chair feels, how your posture feels on the chair. And then we can just get a general sense, a general feel of what's happening in this body right now, in this particular moment of being alive. What have we brought to the chair with us? So just check if there's anywhere in the body that feels tight or tense, uncomfortable, perhaps even painful. And just see if you can locate where that sensation lives in the body. But we can also check to see if there's anywhere in the body right now that feels still, calm, at rest, okay. And then we can just start to drop down and tune in to the natural movement of breath as it rises and falls in the body. So with this practice, we don't control the breath or hold the breath. We just let breathing happen. Just let your body breathe. But what we can do is surf or ride the wave of each breath as it rises and falls in the body. So this is the first gear shift, away from the head, down into breath. And as you're riding each breath in the body, just see if you can notice which breath feels better to be in right now. Which one has the edge to it? From the breath in the body, we can now just shift our focus up and into the feeling of breath as it passes through your nose. So just take a few moments to see if you can find the breath in the nose. Is it there? And just check where you feel it most intensely. So it could be in your nostrils, could be further back in the nose. You may even notice it on the top of your lip. Wherever you feel the breath most intensely, that is your own personal anchor point. That is your focal point, your target, if you like. And for the rest of this practice, we're just going to see if we can stay there. Okay, tracking or riding each breath as it flows through the nose in real time. Every time your attention wanders away or drifts off into thoughts, that's fine. That's what happens. The mind is like a little puppy. But every time we catch ourselves thinking, we just shift our attention straight back into that raw flow of breath in the nose. We're not trying to make anything happen. We're not trying to stop anything from happening. Sounds are still coming and going. Thoughts are appearing, disappearing. Feelings and sensations in the body are moving, buzzing, popping, aching. All of that is allowed to continue. Okay, that's called life. But what we can do is just prioritize to focus on each breath as it flows through the nose. And just allow everything else to happen in the background. Just check the temperature of your breath right now. Is it icy cold? Is it red hot? Is it lukewarm and vague? And just see if you can stay with what you find. And now we can check the texture of the breath as it flows through your nose. So is it soft, silky, smooth? Does the breath just flow? Or is it gritty? Is it brittle? Does the breath break up? Again, just staying with whatever you discover. And now we can just check how your in-breath feels as it enters the body. So does your in-breath melt in, flow in, fade in? Or does it meet resistance, tension? Do you have to work a little bit to breathe in? And check your out breath. How does the out breath feel as it leaves the body? Does it meet resistance, tension? Or does it just flow out, fade out, dissipate, melt away, fade? Okay, just take a look at what your mind is doing right now. That mental screen where thoughts happen. Just notice what's happening there. So it could be active, there could be thinking happening. And if that's the case, that's okay, they come and they go. Or it could be a blank or still screen. Just check between your ears. Okay, what's happening there? So there could be internal chatter, noise, the voice in your head. And if you're noticing that, well, just notice. Let it come and go. It's like a radio on in the background. Or there could be silence. And if there's silence, we can listen in to the silence. We can drop down into the body, into the torso, and just notice your current emotional state or mood. You know, is there emotional reactivity here? Tense tummy, tense chest. Again, just noticing. Or there could be just a sense of flat calm, feeling neutral, still, at rest. If that's there, we can really drop down into that. And then just shifting into the body on the chair now, our whole body experience on the chair. And what I want you to do is just see if you can find anywhere in the body that feels still. And just resting with or tracking that stillness in the body. In a moment I will ring a bell 3 times just to finish. Just like we track the breath, see if you can track or stay with each chime until it fades into silence. Okay, thank you very much. I hope that was useful and thank you for sitting with me today.